Hello, hello, hello. Um, let's see if this goes. Does it happen to great morning, evening, afternoon, whatever we do? Am I everywhere? I think I'm everywhere. Oh, snap. Getting better at this part. Hey, hi guys. Hello, hello, hello. Great, beautiful, blessed morning, afternoon, evening, or night. It is 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here. Oh, I am live everywhere, including on the tickety tockety. Hopefully, I think. Yes, I am. Ooh, look at me. Okay, awesome. So, if you don't know me, my name is Tenille Stewart. I help women who have been diagnosed with lupus go from confused and discouraged to healed, hopeful, and in control of the medical narrative. And today, I had planned to do a solo episode. However, this past weekend, I ran into my great friend who's already been on this podcast, and she is a walking, talking miracle. And to put on top of that, she's very pleasant and nice and wonderful. I think that if I was going through what she is currently going through or has ever been through, I would probably be a nice big old curmudgeon because things are hard out here in these streets, okay? Before I bring her on, I want to make sure everybody can see me. Hello, Bayesian Shinobi on the YouTubes. Can you see me everywhere? Can I be seen everywhere? I usually check myself, except for that I am using my phone so I can have our guest call in on. Or actually to be live on TikTok. Hi, people on TikTok. I don't really ever use you. Nice to meet ya. I think you guys missed my whole intro, but it's like get caught up when you get caught up. It's fine. Everything's fine. So, hey Kim, what up, girl? Kim, that's wifey. If I ever could have a wife, it would be a wife like him, okay? I think about that and talk about that a lot. Maybe it's not like wives do all the things. Everybody needs a wife. That's it. That's all I know. Okay. Oh, Facebook. What's going on, Facebook? What's going on? It says I am live on Facebook. Find it. Anyhow, so I'm going to bring my guest on. She has been on before, like I said, and she was amazing then. And I didn't think anything of it. I thought she was in the regular lupus struggle like all of us. And then now, it says I am live on Facebook. I'm getting comments on Facebook. Here we go. There we go. Can we check Instagram for me? That'd be great. Thank you. Yeah, so she's, in the struggle like all of us. Hey, Nettie. Nice to see you. And there's a new layer. I did a podcast in May, or, a live, one of my daily lives in May that talked about how there are layers of diagnoses. Because once you are diagnosed with lupus, the odds are super heavy, super strong that you're going to be diagnosed with multiple other things. And unfortunately, my girl, Pierrcia, knows all too well about how that goes. So I'm going to have her come on today and talk to us about that. I'm going to bring her on right now. The woman, the myth, the legend, the icon, Pierrcia Sims. Hello.
Hey, good morning. What afternoon?
Great afternoon. Can you, am I saying your name correctly today? Did that work? Did I do it right?
You said it right the first time, then the second time it was just a little
Dang.
off.
Dang it. I never in my life had a friend that I cannot say their name for my life.
Pierrcia.
I don't know what I said the second time. Pierrcia. Everybody else, say her name right. Apparently, I can't do it, but I'm doing my best.
A lot of
Hey,
people that can't
Mari.
get it right.
Listen. One of these days, I'll get it right. I promise. Okay.
But we're gonna have a practice run.
Yeah, yeah, man, that's embarrassing. I promise, I like her. She likes me. I just don't know how to speak English, American English. I guess I don't know. Um, so, so, please tell the audience, my dear, how who you are and what you need people to know about you so far.
Okay. Well, good afternoon, and thank you for that wonderful intro. You are amazing as well, and just what you do in this platform is what's needed in our community.
Aw,
So
thank
thank
you.
you for that, and thank you for just being you and being amazing.
Thank you so
But
much.
I am Pierrcia Sims, 31. I am originally from Cleveland, Ohio, but I stay in Birmingham. And I was diagnosed with systemic lupus 16 years ago. Probably going on 17 years now.
Oof.
Um, exactly. I have been on the steroids for years, like maybe 14 of those years that I've been diagnosed. I've been on steroids.
Yeah.
I've done chemotherapy for my treatments. I've done the infusions. I've done radiation. I've done everything that I can do dealing with lupus to just try to get me to that situation and that point of being comfortable with living with it. Um,
Mm,
I went in remission about maybe 7 years ago. I was in remission. And then when I came out of remission about 5 years ago, that's when a lot of things really started changing then. So maybe a year and a half later, that's when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. So I had stage 2 breast cancer. I was doing my chemotherapy for that. I was told that it would only be like a couple of months of treatments and it would be gone. And that didn't work. So
mm.
it stayed. And I am here for my third battle with cancer once again.
That is
And
so wild.
yes, and it's more aggressive this time. I thought that I was doing better. I took more of a holistic route. So my wife had me doing like the soursop teas, the certain like autoimmune teas, herbal teas, stuff like that. I wasn't doing any of my chemo. I wasn't taking any more of my medicines, the steroids, or anything. And it took a minute for my body to adjust to it. We went vegan, and that was great for me. Like I started feeling better. I was able to eat for a little bit. Now I just do mainly fruits and smoothies now. But I went to the doctor about a couple of weeks ago just to see what my levels were. It's like I haven't been to the doctor in about 6 months maybe, so let me just go see where I stand. I'm feeling great. I'm losing weight. Like I thought everything was just going to be good. And my doctor called me and told me that my cancer has spread. So now it's went from breast cancer to bone cancer.
Mm,
And I've already had osteoarthritis in my hips and knees. So with the bone cancer, it's breaking it down more. It's like my bones are deteriorating a lot faster than what it's supposed to be. I was told my liver enzymes were high again, so my liver is on high alert. I was told my kidneys were starting to fail again, but I later found out that it was a kidney infection, and that's something that can be cleared up.
yeah.
Um, my lungs are operating like not supposed to. I got one lung that's operating at 60%. So my heart is working a lot harder to pump the oxygen through. So I'm having a lot of like anxiety and heart problems because there's only so much that I can do without feeling overwhelmed or my heart dropping and stuff like that. My brain tumor is growing, and it's just like everything that can be everything is going on right now.
Right.
But
So
I don't feel it though. That's the thing. I
we,
don't feel it.
that part, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I would have never known. First of all, I didn't know you had lupus when I met you in the first place. Second of all, I definitely didn't know about any kind of cancer or any of that kind of whatever. So, like, when you first got diagnosed,
Yes.
that was you. There was nothing else. Like, you got diagnosed, and then they were like, "Oh, it's just lupus. It's just lupus," and then it was like cancer.
Right.
Okay. Wow.
just
Yeah.
skyrocketed up.
Yeah. So, and then this time when you went to the doctor, you literally felt great. You were like, okay, this is awesome. Let me go impress some doctors. Let me show them what I'm working with. And they were like, oh, just kidding, cancer.
Right.
What
So
in the
yeah,
world?
they basically told me I had between 2 to 3 years to live before the brain tumor takes over. It grows and it starts affecting a lot of different areas of my brain as far as like memory, movement, stuff like that. Hold on.
What? What? Man down, man down. Oh no. Well, she's disappeared. Hopefully she gets back on. Um, I'm guessing she dropped her phone. But that's wild. That is insane to me that she was feeling good. And if she had not gone to the doctor, who knows what would have happened? You know, like she could have not gone to the doctor and kept on living her life the way she was living her life and
You know,
feeling
like
good.
she
And
could
then her
have
body could have
not gone to the doctor and kept on living her
decomposed.
life the way she was
I
living
hear
her life.
myself.
And
Kim, turn it down. I hear myself. Um, oh, they're gone again. I don't know what happened. Uh, but either way, that's a lesson to all of my loopies out there, all of my chronic illness babes out there. Just because you don't feel something's happening, something could still be happening. I've had my godfather, when he was diagnosed with cancer, the same thing. He was like, nah, I can't be cancer. I feel good. Da da da. And that man was taken away from us so quickly. So it's something that you really need to be cognizant of, that just because you're feeling good does not mean that your blood tests are going to come back good, does not mean a battle isn't like waging like in your system, in your body. Things could be happening that you just don't feel. And then I also want to talk about the fact that they gave her a time limit of how long she was alive. So run me through that. What was said? Like, can you just say it, or whoever was your doctor? They just said it plain. They didn't have a. They like were they nice about it? How did that come up? How did they say that to you?
um, when they were talking about the cancer or the lupus,
The cancer.
um, it wasn't. It was more so of. It wasn't like any type of empathy with it. It was just like, a doctor's diagnosis. So it wasn't. I think because I'm just so used to getting bad news when I'm at the doctor's office and stuff, that it was just like a tunnel vision type feeling. So when they told me that, it was just kind of like, what?
Right.
um, but my primary doctor is awesome. She's amazing. It was my rheumatologist who gave me the news, and
Rheumatologist, man. I got
he
beat.
was right. He was horrible, so I didn't expect the news to come as soft and sincere from him versus my primary doctor. And
Right.
with my primary doctor, found out, and she was just going over the rest of my labs with my rheumatologist and tell me too much of anything. As far as just say, oh, the mammogram came back, the lab were the X-rays, and it's like they seen the mets on the scans, and they
Mhm.
sent me in for a mammogram, and he's just like, okay, well, just where we at now, like you're gonna have to do your chemo treatments and stuff, stage 2, but it's very small, and we can knock it out with a couple of rounds of chemo. I'm just like, okay,
Okay, so
that's
then
it. Sure,
that was the
let's do
first
it.
time. That was the
Right.
first time. And then so this time when you went back to the doctor, what were they saying? It was another rheumatologist or it was your primary care?
No, it was my primary this time. I went in for my lab work, and I had to go in and do like a bunch of different X-rays. I had to do the MRI scans. I had to do a mammogram to see if it was still stagnant or if it had grown or anything like that. And she called me, and she was just like, "Well, Miss Ward," she was like, you know, I know you came in, you were excited, with your results and everything, but we're not there right now." And she was just like, you come in and we can talk. I can just give it to you straight over the phone. I was like, yeah, just give it to me on the phone. I'm not gonna drive all the way over there.
Okay,
And she
gangster.
right. And so she told me, she was like, so we're gonna start with like the least scary part first. And she was just like, okay, so your liver enzymes are high, your kidney levels are not where we want them to be. She's like, but we're gonna do some more, lab work on that to see where we stand with that. She said, but as far as like your scans, your X-rays, and everything, she said the breast cancer is still there, apparently. And she was like, but now from everything we're looking at, it's like the like density and like different some type of levels or something that my bone is supposed to have as like nowhere near, it's like extremely low. So she was like, with my white blood cell kind of stuff, and lets to know that's evident that I have cancer in my bones now. And she was like, with the osteoarthritis, she was like, it could have been, bone cancer from the beginning, and they just brushed it off as arthritis. So,
Wow.
yes, yes, because I've been
Wow.
having hip and knee problems for a while. Like my right knee is bone on bone right now, and they're wanting to do a full hip and both knee replacements. And she was like, after like a few years or so, you may not be able to really just walk and do all of that because your bones going to deteriorate that bad.
And
So,
so there's no like, I don't know. I need an apology. I need a party. What do you mean it could have been cancer this whole time? What do you mean?
yeah,
That's
rheumatologist,
insane.
they didn't catch it. They just brushed it off as, oh, it's arthritis. Because I kept telling them, like, I get these sharp pains and stuff in my knee. It's like if I'm sitting too long, if I'm driving too long or anything, it gets really swollen and it hurts so bad. And I'm like, that's not arthritis. That's something else. But doctors know best.
Right. They definitely think so, huh? They definitely think so.
Apparently. So
That's
like
insane.
it could have started off with bone cancer and progressed to breast cancer. But
Right.
I wouldn't know.
Right. Because I don't even know how that is diagnosed. Like I have never even thought about that.
Exactly. It makes you think about a lot of different things when they start telling you this stuff. And it's like, okay. So I'm just like, okay, so y'all telling me I have between 2 to 3 years to live before everything just completely engulfs my body and just leaves me
So
just shot.
okay, about that part. That part. How did they tell you that? Like in my experience, I was a 19-year-old. I had never been sick with anything, and
Right.
they just kind of said, uh, "Oh, like I'm gonna be in, it, there, there's no way like people in your condition don't make it to this age." Oh, where are you? Where'd you go? How are you? She disappeared again. This is the part. Oh, here we are. Okay, good. um, so how they told me was jarring, but I had I was there with my mom and like I was okay. How did they tell you, and what was the immediate reaction that you had?
Well, she was telling me that when we were still on the phone about it, and she goes to say, she was just like, well, from all of your lab work and from the scans from the MRIs and stuff like that, with your brain tumor growing, we predict that after so long, it's going to start affecting like different parts of your brain to where you won't be able to do too much of anything, and your body, like all your organs or most of it, is going to really shut down. And she was like, so maybe between like 2 or 3 years, it may get to that point of, you just you can't do anything anymore, and it's maybe like end stage for you. And I'm just like, so you telling me I got 2 to 3 years to live? And she was like, well, I didn't want to come out and say it like that, but we can work with a game plan and try to figure out what we can do as far as chemo. We may have to put your port back in to go ahead and do like aggressive radiation treatments, infusions, and stuff like that, just to see if maybe that would help. And I'm like, well, you're saying maybe it may help. Then again, it may not help. Then again, it may kill me off sooner. So it's like, no, I'm not doing it. No.
Okay, wait, it might kill you sooner. That's what that's
No,
the
that's my
radiation
feeling.
could.
Like, yeah, right. I'm like, maybe, the chemo, it may progress things. It may have a negative effect on it. So it's like,
Right.
who
I
knows? Like,
I
y'all not for
understand.
sure.
Oh, we're
But
paused.
I
Yeah.
was just like, it was more of a state of shock. Like, I wasn't like, I didn't get sad or anything immediately. It was just like, it had to register for a while. And I'm just like,
Right.
how do you take that? What do I do with that? Like, what am I supposed to do right now? And she's just like,
That
well, we can figure
my
out something.
exact
I'm
thought.
like,
Like,
no,
what
like,
do you do? Like, how did
right.
like?
So,
Okay, thanks. It's a phone
right. So,
conversation. Like, how are you? By the way, you're gonna be dead in 2 years. Thank you. Have a great day. Like, what?
basically,
How? Yeah. And also, I do understand about the. I'm gonna hold on. Let me say about comments. So, Rochelle says, prayers, and
thank you.
Mitch said that this is truly astonishing. Um, and this is rich wisdom and advice, whatever. I would say, I don't know. I'm hearing this right. It sounds like a person could not know that they have it because of not knowing the symptoms, or like not seeing symptoms. Yes, that's exactly what we're saying. She felt great,
Yes.
and then now she has apparently 2 years to live, according to doctors. So,
Right.
um, yeah. So the chemo thing, a lot of people don't realize that lupus is something that people get chemo for, and yes, it is something that they use chemo for, and chemo is super debated in the community because it does kill cancer cells. It
Right.
also kills everything else. The people who
Exactly.
administer the chemo wear full protective gear to give it to you and inject it into your body, into the most vulnerable parts of you, and it kills everything. So, like when they do controlled forest fires in the forest to make things grow back faster and better and thicker and healthier, that is an issue that I personally see with chemo, is that it kills everything. And then everything has a strong rebound because it wants to grow back faster and better and know how to reproduce quicker, which they don't tell you. Yeah, they don't tell
Sometimes.
you about that. But they do tell you, oh, this specific kind of cancer tends to come back this many times, etc. So if you get a certain kind of cancer and then you get chemo, aggressive chemo, yes, you are good for a little while, and then it comes back. And it doesn't just come back the way you had it the first time, it comes back more aggressive. So there's a issue that I see with the chemo. I understand that it's scary not to get the chemo, and natural ways of treating things like this are very scary. However, and it's slower acting, because not killing everything, it's targeting the things, the unhealthy cells. Your body, the human body, makes cancer cells every single day, all day long. And the alkalinity of the environment kills the cancer cells. The way that you are eating, the way that you are sleeping, the way that you are taking care of yourself kills cancer cells. So, uh, the thing is, when the cancer cells get out of hand, they want to just kill them all, which is understandable because it's scary. But there are consequences to that. And see, now she's back with the cancer and it's more aggressive. So yeah, girl, I'm praying. I'm literally like, you're on every prayer list of like that I have, because
Yeah.
it it doesn't make sense. And everybody, there's a lot of great people. There's a lot of great people in the world. And I don't want anyone to die. However, specifically you, I feel a certain kind of way because this don't make sense to me. Like, one of the nicest people I've ever met since the beginning, like since the first time I ever spoke to you. Just super sweet, super genuine, and like open, just like very easy to talk to about this kind of stuff. And I know that this kind of stuff is close to people's chest a lot of times, and they aren't open and they don't want to talk about it. And you had no problem right away. Like, this is what I'm going through. This is how I'm handling it. Easy. So Thank you for being here. Thank you for being this open with the world and my audience. And we need you. We need more people like you who are going through the hard stuff and talking about it like it's the easy stuff. Okay. This is the way. Like this is how everyone should be sharing, because the smile that's on your face every time I see you is so amazing, considering knowing the stuff that you're going through every day that I've known you. I never even knew you when you were just a healthy person, and no one would ever know it.
You know what that feels like anymore.
Right, right. And it's terrifying that we're like, this is okay, this is fine, like everything's fine. Like,
It's the normal. I still say that. I
right.
was like, well, I'm fine. The kid's like, no, you're not fine. I'm like, I'm fine.
Yes, yes. I don't know, man. Okay, I'm gonna read some more comments and then we're gonna do our closing, because I know we've been on and I know you're on your way somewhere. Nettie says sometimes the doctors are nothing but the prophet of doom, and they some things gamble with people's life. Sometimes you have to get a second and third opinion and medical lawyer. They are not God. Amen. That's true. God got the final say, and I'm going to pray for you and put you in our church prayer box, and we are going to pray you into my church. Okay. Thank you, Nettie. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm certain that people will be out here praying. I don't know if I said hi to you, Jean, but hi, girl. Thank you for being here, like always. Um, so we've been on here gabbing for 30 minutes, too long. So, what would you tell someone who is going through something similar, or having to make really hard decisions like you about treatment? What would your advice be?
Strong support system. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yes,
I
you heard that?
definitely,
The wife is speaking. That's
right.
that's Kim. She knows things. She's there. She is a rock. I have never in my life, like, she is good. Okay, you like watch her on TikTok, people. I'm gonna tag her however I can tag her. I don't know how to do that, but I'm gonna tag her social media also. She's on socials a lot. She is also a very happy person, as her wife is struggling. Like, she's a, a rock. Okay. Um,
It
so
definitely is
support
definitely a
system.
support system for
Mm,
sure. At least one or two people to just lean on and be there when you can't be there for yourself, because it's
mm,
hard. There's plenty of times where I just feel like giving up and she just won't let me um,
mm.
at all. And I'm just like, just leave me be. She's like, no. So
Amen.
you need that. You need somebody that's going to push you. You need somebody that's going to just do what's best for you, because a lot of times you don't know what's best for yourself, because I
Hmm.
mean you don't know what to do in situations like that. You get this diagnosis and stuff, it's like, what do I do? But you have somebody that's going to help you through that, and somebody
Right.
who's going to give you that advice and push you to do the right things, the best things, whether you want to do it or not, because I'm very
Right.
stubborn and she'll tell you that. But
Yeah.
she means well, and I know everything that she offers and suggests is for my good, and I'm just like, well,
Right.
somebody needs to have it. So
Right. It's true though, because we're sick and tired and like not right in the mind, is all fuzzy. And
right,
people, she's there doing the research. She's there bringing the new stuff that you haven't heard of, because she's got her brain together at the moment. Like, those are the type, you need people around you who are not sick people, so that
right,
they can look at all the information that's out there, that they can bring to you the new fresh stuff that's not the stuff that the doctors regurgitating to every patient they have. So thank you, God, for Kim Sims. Thank you so much for being the rock that she needs. And like, thank you, God, for the point of view that you have, the outlook on the world that you have right now, Pierrcia. Hopefully I said it correctly today. Um,
you got it, you got
yes,
it.
good, finally. And I just want to thank you so much for being here. And we are all praying for you, legitimately. Like, I don't say that lightly and just like whatever. Like I pray very intentionally. I pray for people by name. Like I got lists. Okay, so we're in this, and if, like I said, if you want to get real drastic and do some things, I need to send you that information. I'm sending it to you right now when we get off the
Okay.
call. If you want to do some drastic, like you do raw food for 6 weeks, I'm in it with you. Okay, like whatever you want to do. If you need that support, we'll do it together because I could be healthy. That's fine. I'm down. I'm avoiding some doctor's appointments also, so I want to go there and impress them. So let's do that.
All right.
Whatever you need to do. All right. So have a great day. Get to where you're going safe. Kim, wrap her in a bubble. Like I don't understand why things are happening. Like if she got to drive, let her drive very safely, please. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Okay, you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for being here. Yes. Thank you guys for commenting and being here for us. Oh, Mitch said this is a hard conversation to hear, and you're a true leader and champion. Thank you for sharing your story. It is valuable, and you are helping someone. Yes, she is. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you for that comment. Thank you, everyone who's been here. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, tickety tockety. We love you, and we appreciate you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.